So we'll move on to our third issue now, which is how to apply payments. And this is most often required in the case of deposit payments. So I'm just going to bring up another patient here, Mary. Now you can see here that there is actually a $200 FPOS payment that was entered in last month. So Mary has actually come in today and she's had some treatment completed. So I'm going to go ahead and enter in a few item codes quickly. So as you can see here, Mary has had 3 item codes completed, an 011, an 012, and a 114. Now, she did already pay $200 last month. So $200, of course, you would expect to come off the total for this amount. But how do you decide which particular item codes it was actually associated with? Well, the first step is you want to go ahead and follow the regular patient walkout process. So first of all, you do need to create the invoice. That's standard and you'll always need to do that as a first step. So we will go ahead and create the invoice. Now that we have created the invoice now, we have already got a payment sitting there. So I'm just going to close out of this window very quickly there. Now what you want to go ahead and do now is click onto the FPOS payment line. And once the FPOS payment opens up, you can see here that it's going to show the 3 item codes and it's going to show the amount that was applied to each. Currently, we have not applied anything, but we do have $200 that we can apply. Now, in this case, it was actually the 011 and the 012 that Mary prepaid for or paid the deposit on. So that's what I'm going to apply with the $200. So for the 011, we can see it was $120 and that $200 covered that full $120 amount. And then it also covered the $80 for the 012 as well. So now that we've entered that, we can go ahead and save this. And we can see here that the balance is still sitting at $150, but we can also see that there's no unapplied credits sitting here. When it comes to deposit payments, if you don't go ahead and apply the credits either manually or the next way that I'm going to show you, it is going to remain under the unapplied credits area here. So now I've just brought up another test patient here, Claire. Now this patient did actually go ahead and pay a deposit on the 1st of June, also to the amount of $100. So what we're going to do very quickly is enter in another procedure code here. And as you can see here, there's just been an 011 that has been entered to the amount of $100. As we did before, what we do want to do is go ahead and hit patient walkout. And as a very first step, we just want to create the invoice. Now that we've done that and created the invoice, we do need to go ahead and again apply the credits. Now you'll notice that there is the unapplied credits up here in the top left hand corner, sorry. Now, we want to use this particular way to apply the credits when it doesn't matter which item code it applies to, or in this case, there's only the 1 item code for it to be applied to. In the previous situation, we had 3 item codes, but only 2 of them had been covered by that deposit. So in that situation, you do need to specify which item codes it is that you want this payment to go against. Otherwise, what it's going to do is it's just going to add the amounts in a top-down fashion. In this particular case, because we only have the 1 item code that needs to be covered, what I'm going to do is I am going to use this unapplied credits option up here in the top left hand corner to automatically apply that. So if you click on that light blue hyperlink, it's going to come up with another drop down where you just want to choose the option apply credits. Now what that's going to do is it's going to apply all the credits it can to the item codes that are sitting there in the order that they were entered in at. So if you had a few different item codes for different dates, it will do the earliest date first and then onwards. Because there's only the 1 item code here, it means that's of course the one that it's going to apply to.